Hi, Mr. Pritchett. I am doing my second speech on incremental persuasion, and my belief is the belief that self comes first. Okay, so I really liked this topic that I chose because not a lot of people put themselves first. They care a lot about the people around them, but they don't pay a lot of attention to themselves and their health and their mental health. And so they sometimes put a lot of strain and stress on themselves because they want to worry about everybody else. And so, um, as a psychology major, we learn a lot about mental health, right? And we learn a lot about how mentally you have to understand you. You have to understand how your brain works. You have to understand how your way of thinking works before you can really try to analyze or try to work on somebody else. And that's just facts. Um, and I think even with my thesis that I did on the facilitation between communication of African American college students and parent, they talk a lot about how when children become, when they get older and they come into themselves, they do a lot of thinking and they do a lot of contemplating about different subjects and different ways of thinking, and everything changes and everything. Sometimes it can become aggressive, sometimes it can be overwhelming. You never know. But they always have this thought of what like me, self. It's only when you get into middle school and high school, become very social, and you start to really put yourself out there into these um social norms and statistics, that's when you start to not so much think about yourself anymore, but now you're thinking about everybody else around you. You're thinking about what your best friend told you yesterday, or thinking about what your mom said, and what you think about everybody else but yourself. You're not putting yourself first. So I think what's important is, in my belief, is that self comes first. You come first in everything that you do. And my mom always told me, if your friend jump off a bridge, are you gonna jump off a bridge? No, of course not. Because I'm not thinking like my friend, I'm thinking like myself. And so I think that that is an important trait to have. And I think that a lot of people should definitely take heed to what being in control of self means. And so that's why I think my belief of self and knowing self and you come first is very important. Thank you.